Hello everyone, and welcome to Portal 64, your gateway to a new approach. I'm your host, David, and we're watching RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 2. And I am so excited, and also, I have to apologize. As of this recording, my Volume 7, Chapter 1 reaction is still blocked. I think it's mainly because with every volume, there's a new flood of reactors, and then also because of Extra Life happening today, Rooster Teeth is very all hands on deck, so I just think they're taking a little bit of a while to get back to everyone's reactions. So if you've also been blocked still, just hold a little tight. I mean, hopefully those Chapter 1 reactions are unblocked and this reaction is unblocked by next Saturday. But yeah, just wanted to give a little bit of word on that. Also, I have a cute little penny meme that I released in place of that reaction because that didn't get blocked. If you want to watch that, I'm making a video where I react to everyone's sad and heartbreaking headcanons. So if you guys want to leave those in the comments down below, that'll help, and I'll preview your comments in that video. And also, I had Unicorn of War on my Volume 7 Chapter 1 discussion for Vitalcast. It was very great. We had a lot of talks and memes, and for this chapter, Chapter 2, we should have Xiao Long as our guest, so definitely go check out the episode with her. We're going to talk about this episode specifically a lot, so if you want to hear more of my thoughts, wait till after the episode in this reaction, and also watch that one to hear both of our thoughts and us talk and meme about it with more processed and well thought out thoughts, or better thought out thoughts, because we had longer time to think about thoughts. Also, my penny meme that I mentioned earlier talks about thoughts. Anyway, as always, I have the link to the episode on the Rooster Teeth site down in the description down below, and let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. I feel like I broke the video player hitting that play button. Alright. Bless Nora. Jean and Crow being grumpy boys. Yang being grumpy, holy crap. Man, it's really Weiss.
Where do you think they're
Ruby
taking us?
about Monster.
I'm gonna go with jail.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Welcome to Atlas.
Have you not seen
Those
JoJo
are
Part 5?
Ironwood's
Fishing
ace
pole guys are
operatives.
scary.
You guys had a run-in with the Aesops? Ironwood must really have a bone to pick with you.
I mean,
They're
if
not
you know
that big of a deal.
technically the crime they broke.
Not that big of a
Twice?
deal? The Aesops are the elite of elite military huntsmen.
Okay.
And Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
So they got you too, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General Ironwood is trying to silence me.
But who did you?
It's worth it if it gets people talking about our cause.
But also,
Our cause?
you didn't let yourself get
the
caught by the
fight
Ace
for
team, so you
better
got caught by
conditions in Mantle,
smaller.
led by the charismatic, talented, lovely
Robin Hill?
Hill and her happy huntresses.
Yeah,
They
her
were all
happy
top
horses.
Atlas Academy graduates who could have signed up for the military, but
But they
Robin and the
didn't.
Huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the Kingdom's Council,
She's a
and when she
people's
gets
person.
it, she's gonna put an end to Ironwood's tyranny!
Happy Huntresses.
Is that their real name? Don't you think tyranny's a
Happy
little
Huntresses.
dramatic?
What?
Easy
Oh, no.
to say for a Schnee heiress living comfortably up in Atlas.
Dude, she's being arrested just like you. She's not too comfy.
anymore.
She's not too comfy right now. Also, I forgot to say, Atlas gives me some big Alita Battle Angel vibes. Anyway, sorry. I know Alita wasn't the
gorgeous
first to
up
do this
here.
either, but
Don't let that fool you.
it's a good robot girl.
This isn't the police station.
It's
Oh,
Atlas Academy.
yeah. Dude, they're being taken straight to Ironwood. Although that other guy, I wouldn't be surprised if they just left him in the car to take back to the jail. I like how overwhelmingly tall that thing is. Like, it makes everyone feel small.
I guess we will be seeing the general. For better or worse.
And hopefully winter? Yeah, it looks like he's.
So, what do we do?
I don't know yet, but we should be careful with what we say.
Don't say that with the police in the elevator.
We'll follow your lead, Ruby.
Oh. I like that. They trust Ruby. I'm also just a little surprised that Crow is more in the back and isn't more in the front, because he knows James, so.
If I just said do one more council meeting like that.
Yay! Here!
Ah! Winter and Penny. Sorry.
Winter.
Ah.
Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
Stealing.
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Oh. And everyone was doubting Winter for a bit. Oh man. I mean, there's still time to doubt
Please.
and be betrayed by our
Come in.
expectations for her, but.
It is so good to see all of you.
Our reception didn't really convey that.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team. When a rogue airship entered our airspace, it raised some red flags. We assumed the ship was stolen.
Stolen?
I mean.
Okay, yeah,
totally.
it was stolen.
Yeah.
You stole an Atlas airship? What were you thinking? You
Oh.
might have been shot down. How unbelievably
Okay,
irresponsible!
I guess she's scared and
I'm
worried.
sorry
for
I worried
safety.
you.
Oh, this is a
But
hug.
we did what we had to do.
She's blushing. Ah,
I suppose I understand.
they're not.
But
You
I
could tell they're not
cannot
used to that type of
believe
affection.
that you allowed this to happen, Crow.
You try stopping these kids when they have their minds set on something. Speaking of which, we have some important information for you that's confidential.
Oh, is it about the relics?
Oh
Or
my
perhaps
gosh,
the
Penny.
Winter Maiden?
You
Okay.
told them?
I mean, they're probably 2 of 3 people that he trusts.
Did you really think you were the only one who got to work on a new plan after Beacon?
Did he?
With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust.
Yeah.
So yes, I told them. The Aesops too.
Oh no.
Which is why I'm so glad you're here.
Explains
With
why
this.
they're in the intro.
Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem. Oz has pushed
Did
her
he
back,
ask?
has kept victory out of her claws, but she will keep returning, stronger and stronger,
So he knows.
unless we destroy her.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he doesn't know. He keeps saying.
What
little
about the
things
Atlas
that-
relic?
You mean the Staff of Creation?
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
Stable condition.
What does
She's
that...
not exactly a spring chicken.
Spring chicken. Is she old? Has she been around?
I know
for-
how this all looks. Recalling my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
Then why continue it?
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed
Yeah.
to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military here, protecting my people.
But it's not protecting them. It's making everyone hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. His
It's a price I'm willing to pay.
ends justify the means method is
Just as you all have been entrusted with
Yikes.
the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan.
Alright. Here's the new approach. Oh,
Ozpin believed the best way to fight Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of needing, well, a new approach.
And what do you suggest?
okay. Amity Arena.
That's...
Are you gonna drop it on Salem? Were Semblance of Sanity almost right on their...
When Beacon fell and
Ironwood?
everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together, and it will serve that purpose once again.
Okay. Ow. Oh! You're gonna create a new communication tower with it.
Isn't it great?
We're not going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will re-establish global communications.
By launching the tower high into the atmosphere, our scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite, out of reach of the Grim and capable of maintaining global communications even if we were to lose another tower.
Wow.
That is great.
However,
James, you don't need the entire
doesn't
military
dust
for
lose
this.
its effect if you go too high in the atmosphere?
I will for the next part, where I finally tell the people about Salem.
Yo, dude, no. I think that might create a little bit too much.
So that's why you withdrew your troops? To handle the panic that will break out in Atlas?
Yes, panic is inevitable, and panic brings Grim, but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with the fight ahead, I'll use Amity Tower to spread the message to all of Remnant.
But everything will fall apart. Grim will be everywhere.
I mean,
You're right.
it's
But Atlas is willing and prepared to assist.
Trying to hide the truth from the world will eventually kill us all.
because, I mean, I admit it might be a better idea to let everyone know ahead of time before Salem reveals
Oz
herself to
spent
the
his
world.
whole life, many lives, keeping this secret.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
Okay, I'm keeping my eye on Oscar. Oh, Oscar's looking a little.
What is it?
Oh no! Don't
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
No. Oh boy.
Oscar here is the next Ozpin.
Okay.
Oz?
So
I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think you...
Not quite. He's kind of,
in the
gone
back of my mind.
at the moment.
Also, can I
It's
just
not
appreciate how much
How did he...
We don't know.
Ironwood is like happy?
We
about-
were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
Concussion, maybe.
It's the worst news yet. Did you learn anything from him about the relics before...
He told us the lamp can answer 3 questions. But all the questions were used up already.
Smart.
Right.
I mean, we don't want Ironwood.
Ozpin told us that too. Once upon a time. At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ozpin back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
Also, that was very nice camera work right there. Like, good job, team. You did good.
You're giving it back to me?
After what happened with the Aesops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you. Especially something as important as this. For the time being, I think it's safest with the people who brought it here.
Ironwood is coming out with all sorts of surprises right now.
Thank you.
Like pleasant surprises.
We must work together if we are to fight Salem and win. Now,
I didn't expect
you're all
him to
on
be
board.
such a team player. I'm using that loosely because I know he's still
Tell us how we
doing
can
things
help.
we're like not entirely happy about. But
good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first, I think we need to get those weapons of yours up to our standards.
Blake just being
While
embarrassed.
assisting the military, we will provide you with the best equipment our scientists can devise.
Really?
Yeah!
Alrighty.
So that was the second time I got banned. Then there was the third time when...
All right, cut the chatter.
He got banned from what?
I'd like to sincerely
Let him
apologize
finish the
for
story.
miscommunication down in Mantle. We didn't
I feel
intend to...
so bad, honestly. If we had known who
Oh
you
my
were,
gosh.
we'd be laughing over a hot meal right now. And
I understand. You were just following orders. I mean, you could have asked us some questions first.
This is RWBY comedy done
Questions are for the
right.
weak.
Thank you,
But
team.
we're all on the same team now. Not that I'm happy about it.
We just wanted to say we're sorry, and that we're looking forward to working with you on our next mission. You might be students, but you've been fighting just as hard as we have. if not harder.
Exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
Not everything's a competition, Hare.
Come on, let me show you around campus.
I love Penny so much.
Crow.
Bless.
I meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah.
Crow's
You
nice
too.
to this. Wow. Wow. Okay, so in Volume 3, there was a bit of a, like
So
a,
that way's the cafeteria,
was there a history with
and
them?
that way's the training rooms. Oh, and over there are the
And
classrooms.
maybe there was history with them? Maybe
This
they
all
were a
looks
thing?
great, Penny. But where are we staying? Remember, you're at Atlas now.
Nora?
As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough,
So we're staying in the dorms?
it'll be just like Beacon again.
Except for the teams all shared a room, not each individual. Someone please get Nora some... No, don't get her coffee. I was about to say get her some coffee, but we know that's a mistake from Chibi. Something tells me this is a Watts. Ooh, that puddle. Sorry, the animation's so well done. Bruh. Dude, he is styling, can I just say?
For the last time, a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Walking around a city with 1,000 eyes.
While cybersecurity has been
What the heck?
Atlas, as usual,
You know
none of
what?
the code
Maybe if
was
Atlas
updated in Mantle.
drivers were a little worse and he got hit. What the? Is he just playing Watch Dogs now?
It should be.
Dang.
I helped write that code, after all.
Dude, he's literally just playing in real life Watch Dogs. What the heck? I was gonna say, if Atlas drivers were just a little worse, they could have hit him and save us all.
I suppose we all have our talents.
Tyrion, how much I did not miss you. Is that Grimgoo? Did he just install Grimgoo? Is that how the Sabertooths got in Mantle? That would explain if they're smuggling in like barrels of the goo and letting the goo manifest into the Grim. That would explain how the Sabertooths got in. Because we all saw like their military and stuff. It's like, how did those Sabertooth get in? That was the big question from RTX. Everyone was like, how did they get in? We thought that would be addressed in last episode. I mean, it got addressed just now. So it's like, oh, we know. Ooh. That oh man, that makes things interesting. And also we learned quite a bit about how powerful Watts is. Like, we don't know his semblance. We don't know if he's a fighter, but because he's in the city of technology, he's able to just use his knowledge of coding and stuff as his weapon. That's amazing. I don't know if you guys know about the game Watch Dogs. I mean, it was pretty popular. I haven't played it yet myself. I think I downloaded it because it was like a games with gold once, and then I just haven't gotten to it yet because I have a pile of games I have not played that I have. Games that I have that I haven't played. But he could totally just like turn off the airships and let them fall from the sky if he wanted to. Can he do that to Amity Arena? Basically what I'm saying is he has the city to his fingertips. And I would love to see him and Pietro have like a hacking battle where they're, he's trying to hack stuff and then they're trying to like put up firewalls to prevent him. Like, that would be cool to see at some point. Dang. And also, like, Tyrion, it's nice to see him not like going crazy. It's nice to see him a little more put together. I'm sure he'll let loose mentally a little bit later on once he's fighting, but it's nice to see that he's able to follow orders and not be creepy, because that's the thing that just puts me off about him, is he gives me goosebumps. I am not comfortable when I see Tyrion. which is good on their part, and the voice actor's part especially. Like, he's very good at doing that. Also, we had some more good Penny, and also I really am surprised with like how much affection was shown in this episode. Like, Weiss hugging Winter, and then Ironwood hugging Crow. Like, you could tell that in both of those hugs that people were not used to affection. It was Winter not used to like just getting hugs, and you know, Weiss is probably not used to getting hugs from Winter as well, but because she's been around Team RWBY enough and has like learned to accept love and affection, she's now able to try to reach out to Winter that way, and I thought that was very cute and wholesome. And then Crow, you know, he tries to keep his distance from everyone because of his semblance, and so he's used to like being out in the cold pretty much, like emotionally and affectionately, and Ironwood just gave him that hug, and I was surprised with that. Like, at first I was like, snow, birds, but then it's like, oh, another ship has entered the race for Crow. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but with Crow, the ship races have gone off since last chapter, because people were like, oh, Crow and Robin, oh, Crow and Clover, Crow and Winter. Obviously, the Snowbird has been like the flagship ship for Crow, and then now we have Crow and Ironwood coming back and actually having something more solid than the other three. Because the way Crow did that almost makes me think that they were an old flame at some point. Like, I didn't. That would also explain why he was angry that Ironwood didn't call during Volume 3. You know, he was like, hey, while I was out doing the missions, you know, it's called a phone. You could call, you know. That is interesting. Oh, also, this episode was written by Kiersey Bokart, the other writer. We had a few writers brought on, and I don't think she was the one that wrote last episode, but it's nice to see like an example of her work, and it was very well done. I think the pacing and stuff, and even some of the world building with having Mr. Activist in that truck, talking about the election and talking a bit about Robin, like we were able to get a bit of a background of the society, and like we know the election is happening, and we know where she stands, and a little bit of her background and why she's popular with people down in Mantle was because she chose not to serve, you know, in the military, which obviously it looks like the military is much more pleasant for people up in Atlas and not down in Mantle. So it was pretty much, hey, she stuck it to the man, so to say. Also, I'm sorry, I'm like ping-ponging all over with this episode in my thoughts, but there's a lot to dissect, and this was also very good with comedy. Like, one of the things that I was wishing RWBY would bring back a bit, but bring it back right, was the comedy, and this episode hit a lot of it. Like, back in Volume 1 and 2, we had a lot of good comedy moments, and then I felt like Volume 4, Chapter 1, they tried to bring that comedy moment. Like, it was still funny, but it just felt a little off for me, at least. And I think there's like they did a few other jokes. Oh, in Volume 5, when Yang punched that guy out of the bar, I felt that was very, I don't know, off for the moment. Like, I felt like it would have served better to just punch him and him to realistically kind of fly backwards, you know, and we still would have had that comedic beat. But having him like ping pong out of the gas station was just like, that was a little much. Like, it just felt off. And it's like, you already had the slow motion of the tooth coming out. Like, you didn't have to like add on to make the moment funny or funnier. But with this, they did it very well. I didn't feel like it was too out of place or weird for RWBY. And yeah, I just want to like say, hey, they're doing good. This is a solid volume so far. I I really enjoy it, and I missed the comedy, and I'm glad it's coming back. We had Penny's return last episode, which was also a comedic moment in itself, but I am happy, and I hope that next chapter we get some Ruby and Penny talking one-on-one, because I think Ruby needs to be like, bruh, what the heck? You know, like, I think she just needs to kind of break down a bit and, like, ease up, because she's definitely been someone who's been holding on to the emotions and not letting them show, and now that she knows that Penny is alive and safe, maybe privately or even in front of the rest of the team, could kind of like just let it out. She's like safe to let it out. She doesn't have to worry about Penny anymore, and just kind of like let it out and process that Penny is alive again. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you would like, please share this, subscribe, and hit the bell, and let me know, what did you think about Volume 7, Chapter 2 in the comments down below. And as always, I will boop you next time.